Hi, I'm Mary Boyer, Disaster Risk Management Specialist at the World Bank. I'm interviewing Dr. Lori Moore-Merrell, who is the U.S. Fire Administrator. How is the risk discussion at Understanding Risk relevant to the fire service community?
As everything we respond to is a risk event. And so firefighters are on the front line, and for us in the U.S., they are all hazards responders, which means we're going to everything from hazardous materials to fires to emergency medical calls. And so understanding risk and the risk that evolves around the built environment, the risk that evolves around population and population movement is incredibly important to us. And so we're really grateful to be able to partner with GFDRR in this kind of framework to discuss risk.
What's the benefit for the U.S. Fire Administration in participating in these international conversations?
Participating in these kinds of risk discussions, because across the board we need to understand the ever-changing risk. Everything from climate change and what we're seeing across the United States, we can learn lessons from our global partners. Things that other nations are experiencing, we're going to experience. And likewise, things that we're experiencing based on climate change or drought or extreme heat, all of these things are being experienced across the globe. And I think we need to learn from each other. So the more that we can interact with each other across these formats is very important.
And U.S. Fire Administration recently organized the World Fire Congress in Washington, D.C. in May. What was GFDRR's contribution?
You know, what we were able to do in the World Fire Congress is we brought nations from all over the world together, their top fire service leaders, just to sit down for a conversation. And what we were able to do because of GFDRR and what you all brought to the table was to have equity across the nation. That we would not have been able to have the conversation and have everybody have a seat at the table where we were on equal terms, to have these conversations around our issues. What are we challenged with around the world? What is the fire service experiencing? Not just from a risk perspective, but from our needs for resources to respond to those risks and our health and safety even of our firefighters around the world.
Thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Thank you for having me.